This is the plaintiff, Yvette Posey. She says she gave the defendant a lot of money to record some songs, make some CDs, and do some photos for a couple of boys she was representing. Unfortunately, one of the boys pulled out because his parents didn't want him involved at the time, so she canceled the agreement she had with the defendant. She told him within the agreed-upon 48-hour cancellation period, and he won't return her money, so she's suing for the $2,000 she's still owed. This is the defendant, MacArthur Jackson. He says the plaintiff contacted him a full 3 days after signing the agreement because one of the kids didn't want to work with her anymore. He already started composing the music. She was way past the 48-hour cancellation period. And since business is business, he owes nothing. He's accused of letting the music die.
Okay, Yvette Posey.
Hi. Yes.
You are suing MacArthur Jackson, doing business as Jaxsn. I guess that's how you pronounce
Yes.
Jackson.
Jackson
Music.
Yeah, right.
For $2,000, the amount that you paid for an artist development package that he won't return to you, and that wasn't able to go forward. All right, what's going on?
I entered this music agreement with Mr. Jackson.
How did you two know each other?
I known him through my pastor, Albie Watson.
Okay, and what's he do?
He eventually came into the church and played on the drums
No,
for
but
my
wait, you
pastor.
entered into a business agreement with him to do what?
Into music business.
Okay, to do what?
Rapping, kids, doing studio timing, photographing, and touring with the children.
Okay, what is it you do for, first of all, is this your day job, or is this your full-time job, or is this something you do on the side?
It's my full-time job.
Okay, what do you do?
Thank you. I am a music producer. I have a recording studio. I'm a bass player, musician, composer, and songwriter. And I do artist development because I'm also an artist myself, local.
Okay, apparently there were two young men who are minors who you thought had some talent.
Yes.
And what were you going to do? What was your role in that?
My role was to bring them out of the environment they was in, which was gang violence.
Okay.
And I turned them around into being music artists.
Okay, what do you do for a living?
I'm a worker at Little Caesar Pizza.
Okay,
and I also,
so how long have you been, I guess, promoting, I don't know what you would call yourself in this side job? What?
Well, I used to do a managing group back in Atlanta, Georgia.
Okay, so you considered yourself, you wanted to be these kids' manager?
Yes.
Got it, okay. So then you were fronting the money to get them hooked up with him in
Yes.
order to achieve what, a CD?
Yes, to achieve a music career.
Marketing them.
Marketing band and
okay, who's the
everything
young
that
man
goes
who's
with it.
next to you?
This is my son, DeMarcus Bonner.
Okay, he's not one of the two men.
He's not one of the two men.
Okay.
He's the witness for
Okay.
what the statements.
So you hire him.
Yes.
And you pay him how much?
I paid him $2,000.
Do you have the paperwork?
Yes, I do.
May I see it? Okay, it just says artist development package $2,000. Where are the details of what that means? Is there some other paper?
That's the only thing that Mr. Jackson had given me.
Is there some other document which should be in the contract but isn't? Is there some other document that describes what an artist development package is?
Yes, there is. Actually, there's documentation on my website. And
Yeah, you could change your website whenever you feel like it,
No, I
but that's
could.
not going to protect you. Seriously, this is nuts. What do you say that you were going to do for the $2,000? What's the artist development package?
Okay, well, basically, the artist development package is to compose, for what I was going to do for her is compose 2 instrumental tracks for the kids,
For the guys,
you know, to actually rap on in my studio. In addition to that, I also mentioned to her that part of the deal would be to make CDs. You know, she would have CDs made, and then we would try to do, like, you know, pictures, take pictures, because I'm also
Who's
a
going to
photographer.
pay for all the CDs and the production of
I
that?
do everything.
All right, so now, so what ends up happening?
One of the boys had called me and said they was excited for what they're about to do, and they really thanked me for carrying on with this project. And so...
How'd you meet these boys anyway?
Through my son.
Friends of your son. Okay, go ahead.
And then the next day I got a phone call from the other
boy.
party.
Okay.
And he spoke to me and told me that he couldn't do the project because of his parents had spoke with Mr. Jackson.
Okay.
And he provoked the kid from being a music director.
But why would Mr. Jackson talk the kid out of being in the music? I don't get it.
From my
what were the parents saying?
I spoke with the parent beforehand, and she told me that he spoke with the father and stated that Miss Posey does not know how to run business. I don't think that she should be able to be managing over your kid. You should choose me as the manager right, because I am doing everything for them.
Okay. Did you try to steal her client?
I have no reason to steal her clients because...
Money. Okay. Now, start that sentence differently.
All right.
A reason would be money, future money. You see the talent, you'd rather be the manager? Yes, you do have a reason. It may not have been your reason, but there is a reason out there why someone in your position might steal her client. But now, tell me what the actual conversation was with the parents.
Okay. I spoke to the father after...
You called him or he called you?
I called him.
Okay.
After Miss Posey gave me his number, I spoke with Miss Posey prior to speaking to the father because Miss Posey said she couldn't work with the children. They were not interested in pursuing it anymore. So I said, well, you already put your money down. Let me talk to him because I figure I'm a better speaker and negotiator with this, what I do all the time. So I spoke. Okay. So she gave me the parents' number. It was a little bit of, toughness talking.
Was there a problem before he got the parents' number? Because he's not born with the parents' number, so somebody gave it to him.
To my understanding, he had the kid number. He had the kid number at hand.
Okay, but did you ask him at some point to speak to the parents because the parents were reticent? Okay, go ahead.
I spoke to the father. Then he finally came around and said, well, my son doesn't want to work with Miss Posey anymore. He's just not interested. I asked him why. He didn't want to get into too much detail, but he just said he's just not comfortable. But he did say he would work with me. On the contrary, when he said that...
Have you signed this kid up or something? Have you done anything?
No, this is the reason why. Because, see, you don't know me, but I'm very honorable and loyal. The child wanted to work with me. I said no because Miss Posey sent him to me. So I didn't want to work with the child unless it was going through Miss Posey. And I even called her, and when I explained to her, I said, look, we can do this so everybody can be happy. You can just be behind the scenes, and I'll still work with the children. She said no. So then I said, well, just find another artist. And I never spoke to the kid again or his father.
Wait, for her to find another artist for you to develop, but what about the remaining child?
She paid me for the service of composing music. I didn't really care.
So why didn't you just develop it for that one remaining child?
Because I don't want to just basically just do music for her and just say, okay, here, I'm done. I wanted to see something come out of it. The other child didn't have the kind of talent that the one who backed out of. So I figured if she could find someone that had the same amount of talent, then we can get from point A to point B instead of just taking
I don't understand. What were you going to do with the remaining child then?
So basically I suggested to her that she should find another act.
I have a question for you. These are minors who are how old?
16 and 17.
Okay. How is it that you don't have the two of them and their parents, because they're minors and they can't contract, in writing already, so they can't back out?
So does this defendant have to return the money?
Yes, if the deliverable in the contract was to record a record and the record was never recorded, well, then the contract should be null and void for...
And the money has to go back.
And the money
Fair enough. What do you think?
Absolutely. The money has to go back.
Money, what do you think?
Yeah, I think it deserves to go back. If they didn't spend it on anything, then it's only fair.
Fair enough. I get your logic. We'll see what happens going inside the courtroom.
I did speak with the parents ahead of time. And due to the matter, when I spoke with Mr. Jackson, he said that he has other business to take care of. And at that present time, I was thinking that it was a rush situation with him.
What's the rush, sweetheart?
And he wanted
What's the rush? Rap is going out of style? What could possibly be the rush? There is no rush. And then now you regret it. You have regret for the contract you rushed into unprepared. So why is it that your lack of planning is his emergency has to return your money? Because as it turns out, you shouldn't have contracted to buy this service for these two boys without knowing that they could perform.
They was willing to perform me and...
Apparently not. See, let's assume the worst case scenario. Let's assume that he was blah, 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 she's awful, don't use her. Let's just assume it. Let's assume it. I don't know that you've proven it. Because you don't do you have an affidavit from those parents?
No, I don't have an affidavit.
Okay, because your defense, and part of what you say is, I want my money back because it's his fault we couldn't go through with the contract. Therefore, he breached. So if he breached, I get my money back. His defense is, no, she breached. She breached because she contracted for this team, and she didn't even have that team solidified. So why should I have to give her money back? I'm willing to give her a credit. She could use it for another team that I'm willing to work with, but why should, so see, I have to figure out who's right. So now, where are we? We have you with one child who's still willing to work with you. By the way, did you get that kid in writing?
Yeah, I spoke with him and his mom.
Do you understand the difference between writing and I spoke?
He's gonna write. He was gonna write it out.
You still haven't done it.
We're not gonna. He said we're not gonna do it right now because he's only one. He wants to be a group.
Okay, and you have not been able since then to find somebody.
Yes, I did.
Okay, and
I
then
found someone, and it took him approximately 2 weeks. He didn't even return any of my phone calls.
Who didn't?
Mr. Jackson.
So you called him for 2 weeks and he didn't return your phone call?
He didn't neither return.
Okay.
And
Is
this
that
when,
true?
That's partially true. She found an artist last month. When she called, I got a message on my machine. I haven't had a chance to call her back.
Wait, come on, dude. It takes 4 seconds to call somebody back.
I didn't have a chance to call her back. She said
because
she called.
what? Because you're curing cancer?
No, because.
Okay, then you can pick up your phone and call her back. You know, I mean,
okay.
That's ridiculous.
The first time she called, I didn't get the message. When I found out that she. Your Honor, I'm just being honest with you. You're asking me.
I don't
being
think
honest
so.
with you. I called her back, but her son said it was the wrong number.
Did you answer the phone and say wrong? Stand up.
You're under oath.
Oh, thanks for reminding me. I forgot you're under oath. So did you answer the phone? That always helps. It makes a huge difference. Did you answer the phone and say, I don't know who you're talking about?
No.
Did you ever talk to him?
No, never talked to him.
Okay. Have a seat.
He took a long time.
Okay, we're done. I'm going to put a bullet in my head. Listen to me. You were telling me, well, Judge, the only reason I wasn't able to go through with it is because he poisoned the well by speaking to the parents. But you cannot prove that in a court of law because you haven't brought me anything from the parents or the kids saying that he poisoned the well.
I have the.
Okay. Okay, I'm sure your son is going to provide testimony that is not in your favor. Okay, so you cannot poison, you can't prove that. But in any event, I don't care, because nobody should be able to poison the well, because the well should be solidified already by you before you buy something. And what happens? She calls you, you don't call her back. I didn't have time, I was really busy. Oh wait, I called her son, and then her son told me she didn't live there. And are you kidding me? It's absurd. So now we have a settlement, a negotiation, where you two are supposed to do something new. You're supposed to work with these new young artists, and you're supposed to provide the service, and we can't get you to call back because you're too busy. Then what? Now they're calling that, well, Judge, this is now a new breach. If you didn't find the old breach to be a breach, this is a new breach, Judge, because we can't work with somebody who's not returning our calls. Yeah, I don't know. You know, I don't do this, so I don't know how time is of the essence to everybody. Maybe it is, because you're really worried they're going to go somewhere else, you know, when you got some hot talent.
Your Honor?
No.
Oh,
no,
sorry.
God, no. Good God, no. I'm going to order you to return the money. $2,000 verdict for the plaintiff.
Hold on right there, please.
Here comes the defendant out here, the music guy. What's your reaction? You got to give that money back.
Yes, well, you know, my reaction's like this. If you think you're ready for any type of business proposition, don't even get involved unless you are ready and you have your I's dotted and your T's crossed.
Good advice right there. How many of these artist development packages have you sold?
Probably about 5 or 6. And the thing is, all the clients are happy and satisfied, and they're continued clients. That's why I'm busy. Miss Posey just wasn't prepared, and it was my fault to take her on because I already expressed to her if she didn't have her paperwork just working with minors, I don't want to touch it. And she convinced me she was ready. She wasn't.
All right, thank you. All right, so you get your money back, bailed out by the judge. What's your feeling coming out right now?
I'm feeling pretty great about it, but I'm also terrified that I had to lose 2 guys due to the fact that he liked it one instead of the other one.
You going to stick in this business here?
My son and the other members are going to get together and we're going to do, and that will be in writing.
You're going to buy an artist development package from somebody else?
No, please do not get anything like this again if you go to that.
All right, Harvey.
So the bottom line here is you could have a deal, but then if you reach a settlement, a new deal, the old deal simply becomes irrelevant. And that will do it for this case. Litigants for the next case on the way into the courtroom right now.